Hello everyone and welcome back to the actual final episode of Danganronpa Lapse with Roy Galcon. Yes, I know the last video is supposed to be the final episode and that's for the blind playthrough. I did some research on this game and it turns out that this game has two bad endings. The first one that I get during my blind playthrough, that's actually the second bad ending that the player could get. That's the capture. That's you can get it. Sorry, let me rephrase my sentence. You get the bad ending, the second bad ending, by choosing to go explore with Lyle and Canon for the first time in Chapter 3. And the first bad ending is actually you can get it much earlier in the game, and that's during the second class trial. That's where the trial Cyrus Surik got murdered, and you need to figure out who is going to be the culprit. And yeah, this video is going to show you the walkthrough on how to get that bad ending. And yeah, if you do like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you will not miss out on anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. So yeah, I'm going to start right just before the Chapter 2 trial. And we're just going to skip through this. And we go immediately straight to it is towards how to get the bad ending. There you go. Okay, here we go. Class trial. There's one option that you choose during the trial that you can get to get the bad ending. If we get it wrong, we all get executed. Zero reveals that Cyrus is actually the ultimate nonsense, or for some reason. Yeah, so here Missy got suspected because she's the one with the revolver, and that the revolver belonged to her, so it is most likely that Missy shot Cyrus. And yeah, and basically what we have to do to get the bad ending is to convince everyone that Missy did it instead of Ashley. Ashley is not here because if you follow the story, the Ashley got wounded, and yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. That's the first discussion comments. Lyle. Okay, here we go. Shut up, Lyle. I have no photograph of the swords, but when we arrived on the third floor, we did not see anyone in the halls. I was in garage. The first shot, I would suggest that we retreated in the garage. So the third floor activity rooms can't be locked. Canon and Forte blocked the garage side doors. Main side doors was just... Okay, we have to contradict with Canon's statement there. And... sorry, that's it. I accidentally skipped that. So hang on, let me just repeat that again. Yep. Hold on. Say... Yeah, so basically we have to contradict Say because we could not get out from the art gallery room because the art gallery room's door is being sealed by using a rope. That's why you will see Say during just before the body discovery, she holds a rope. So now what we're gonna do is to so basically right now is we have to figure everyone's trying to figure out where Say just before meeting Lyle, because Missy invites Say to do the exploring on the third floor, but she refuses. Well, Say. Here, Say. Well, thanks for reminding me. Believe it or not, well, I have to wait. Yeah, so if you follow Chapter 2, Lyle broke the stuff on the kitchen and he got punished for it, basically. No, it's not because he fiddles with the door trap. That's because he destroyed the stuff on the kitchen. On the okay, we need to. Uh, so Lyle still believes that Missy did it. Oh wait, your memories. Put her in the clear. I think. Okay, who was in the possession of the gun? That's Missy. She said she woke up in her personal room with the gun. Missy called me and some other students. That's Ashley. Missy. Lyle wasn't there. Lyle was destroying the stuff on the kitchen in the kitchen, and that's the answer is this one. Missy. The group of consisted of Forte, Missy, Ashley, and Canon as well. Everyone at that morning meeting agreed to place an implicit trust in our peers. Missy left the gun in the foyer. After discussing the existence of such weapon, something happened. Lyle was destroying the kitchen. Lyle announced that he would solve the killing game and went to, I think it was just club if I remember this one. No, okay. The third floor, the third floor. He goes straight to the floor. Shortly after, Cyrus appeared at the top of the second floor stairs, causing someone to act, and that is Missy did act and confront Cyrus about it. And Missy went to interrogate, I guess. Yeah, interrogate is the right word. Missy went on to interrogate Cyrus in the jazz club room. There you go. That's the name. Yeah. So basically, nobody took the gun. Like body language, dance, action level. So basically, Cyrus during this capture, before unfortunately he died, he goes like villain mode on the entire cast because his whole identity is being exposed by Zero in the first class trial. But I don't want to admit it, but it was beginning to have my doubts about Missy. But I think this is the point. Remember, if this is but if this discussion was worth anything, it had to be a test whether or not I could really trust Missy. She revealed the gun after all, and asked us to tactically trust her. Should I even trust her to begin with? What if she was just goading someone on to be incriminated so she could get away with it? This is the point where this is the point where you get the bad ending. All you need to do is just know you don't trust Missy. Because if you say yes, you trust Missy, that means the actual investigation will go on, and you will eventually reveal who is the culprit behind Cyrus's murder. So, because I did choose yes in the original playthrough of me going through this game blind, so I'm going to choose no just for the sake of this video and to get the bad ending. Oh, that's a nice confirmation of the game, like you choose no. Even though that's in the soundtrack, not the soundtrack, in the sound effect of Danganronpa, that was actually the point where someone contradicts or confronts you about it. As of now, we have had nothing tangible to gain from trusting her. Trust is only a concept that has to be tested over time, and to be frank, not enough time has passed to show Missy has trustworthy intentions. She planted a gun to frame someone into killing. She's just perpetuating this killing game cycle. We're getting nowhere like this. If Missy still won't share her alibi, the only thing she is providing is a reason to believe she is the culprit. Exactly, by refraining to do so, she's just asking for us to dart around the subject of her disappearance. There can only be one answer for the crime at hand, and it boils down to Missy's gun. Then we're in arrangement. There's no proof that anyone else involvement. And since Missy refused to deny our claims, we have our answer. No! You're making a mistake. What do you want, Missy? You're not giving us any options, yet you continue to deny your involvement. If you refuse to contribute to the case at hand, then this is the only conclusion. Yeah, so basically the class trial ended up way much earlier than usual. The vote was unanimous. It wasn't even up for debate at that point. Yeah, Missy Vesper is the culprit. And if I could remember correctly, Zero eventually execute Missy and said, guys, you vote wrong and he will execute us all. Yeah, there you go. Haha, not Missy Vesper, you messed up big time. Sorry, what do you say? Wait. Oh, the vote is so close. Not Missy Vesper, you messed up big time. And even now, you won't say anything to dispute the majority vote, even if you knew somewhere in your heart that it was wrong. I know it's wrong. I never killed Cyrus. Then where were you when he died? I know where you were, but why don't you tell the others yourself? I can't. Or Echo, do you think this is right? Missy's suspicion overshadowed that. Why would it be? Oh, Alright. Then I'm afraid I'm going to have to respect the rules and suddenly I could not speak English. Alright then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to respect the rules of the vote and put you through the ringer. That ringer being punishment time. Okay. Oh, okay, there you go. A trapdoor beneath Missy threw the ground out, instantly swallowing her into a descending void. Once again, her whereabouts were isolated from us. She had fallen into a small claustrophobic chamber, square onto what looked like a restraining chair. Her arms were raised, suspended in air by thin wire. A small table unfolded on her lap. A single sheet of paper and a tin pen were provided. Missy tried to stay still to avoid fighting what was to come. Her passivity was futile. The wires jerked her arms around, cutting through skin as the friction puppeteered her actions crudely. Help! 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 The wires dragged Missy's arms through the panic motion of writing a plea for help. It was useless. The single sheet fluttered into the ground. The floor was the canvas, her splattering blood the ink. Help would not be coming. Instead, the sides of the small chamber walls began to close in on Missy as her arms frenetically tried to fight against the wire control. It took all her remaining strength to reach past the slim, constricting walls. I haven't finished that yet, game. It took all her remaining strength to reach past the slim, constricting walls with one weathered hand before they came to a full flush close. So I guess Missy was crushed. Missy Vesper, ultimate tactician, executed by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. After witnessing the brutality of her demise, I felt stone cold. I could feel the color drain from my face, but my consciousness was still and hollow. Missy was executed? Oh, there you are, Ashley. Ashley finally emerged from the infirmary, but her tall frame folded in under the fragility her pain caused. Bingo! Congratulations, you got what you wanted, right, Echo? Everyone's eyes burned through me. Huh? No. This is good. What are you talking about? The others stood by in pin-drop silence, their eyes laying severe judgment upon my shoulders. A majority vote will seal the individual's fate, and determined and vote incorrectly, and the entire class is executed, with the culprit alone able to walk free and win the ultimate prize. That's the ideal endgame for the culprit. Even after all that, you still don't get it. Vote incorrectly. Yeah, this is where Zero told us, yeah, you guessed it wrong. Echo! A fist collided with my jaw as Lyle threw me into the floor. No one stopped him. I laid on the floor, unmoving, staring blankly at the silhouettes that made up the other students. The taste of metal soaked the back of my throat. Incorrect? But Ashley could never. Listen to you! You still insist Ashley could not be the culprit? You're delusional. Zero spelled it out plain and simple, and now the rest of us are going to get executed. Zero didn't mention anything of that though. Zero never mentioned that, yeah, Ashley is the culprit. There you go. Oh, maybe I'll spare Echo the execution and let Lyle do the work for me. Lyle sprang off and stormed off. I could hear his fist pound the wall of the courtroom. No! We'll get out of this! Lyle outburst fell silent. The collapse of his body filled the rest of his sentence. I could hear the others' gas overlay attempts of darting to escape scuff the floor. I thought back to when I first saw Ashley's unconscious body in the casino. Ashley descended upon me, her face dark with contention and weakness. Her hand. I saw something in her hand. Echo, you knew. It was like she read my mind. Yeah, of course I knew. I coughed. I just don't understand why. Why? She was shocked. I can't tell you why. Unfortunately, it's pointless now. Ashley rose and shuffled off. My eyes widened. I gasped, tried to pull myself and chase after her, but my head began to sting. Oh yeah, that's the bad ending. There you go. And that's... oh, not yet. My vision grew red and bleary. A high-pitched ring shook my head. Pointless? It felt like my head was splitting in two. Ashley's alive. So it wasn't pointless. It wasn't pointless, right? And I think this is supposed to get... there you go. That's the bad end. That's how you get the Ashley won bad end. There you go. Ashley Westwood wants the ultimate prize. And that's how you get the first out of the two bad endings in this game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the last video I'm going to make on this game. If you are still watching all the way up to this point, well, I will say thank you so much for enjoying me playing through this game. I really do like this game, even though there are some faults within it. There are some parts of this game that I felt it's still rough. And it looks like the way that the ending is manufactured, I guess, no, it's constructed. The way the game is, the way the ending is constructed in this game, it seems like Mithridate wants to have a sequel, but up to this point, I still have no idea if the sequel indeed is real or not, or maybe it's still in development, I guess. Yeah, but until then, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This is also Galcon signing it off, and I'll see you in the next videos. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, just for a proof there for a second there. There you go. That's the two bad ending you get in this game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, and bye for now.